All right, now we have completed the final round of our piece, but we have a slight issue. It's not a perfect round as you can see, as there is this visible gap in between the first stitch of round and the last stitch of the round. To smoothen that gap and make it look seamless, we will perform an invisible fasten off crochet technique, making our piece appear as one smooth circle. And to achieve this, we'll create a fake horizontal V at the end of the round. Just make sure you have your needle near because we are going to need it for this technique. Now, the first step of this technique is cutting our yarn. And it is essential to make sure that we have enough length for our yarn to be able to sew our piece to another piece. For most purposes, at least 6 inches is good, but if we are again planning to attach this piece to another piece, we'll need to make the yarn even longer. In this case, we are going to aim for a length at least 3 times the edge of the piece that we'll be sewing it onto. So make sure you have 3 rounds just to be on the safe side. I'm going to cut it to about this length. After that, gently pull your crochet hook away from the work, creating a loop that grows significantly larger until the yarn tail has completely passed through the last loop of your hook. You can place your crochet hook aside as we do not need it any longer. Next, you are ready to thread your yarn through the yarn needle. So go ahead and do that. We have a stitch marker under that first horizontal V. We want to insert our needle under the second horizontal V of this round. So it's not the one marked by the blue stitch marker as that was the first in the round, but the one right beside it. But before we pull the yarn through, let's pause and take the stitch marker out as it's getting on our way. Now pull your yarn completely through and we have just one more step before we finish. Now for our final step, we need to slide our needle under that back loop of that very stitch where the yarn end originally poked out. Now take a good look at your project. See that your yarn end is coming out of that horizontal V. We are going to insert our needle just under the back loop of that horizontal V, which means that that's the loop furthest away from us. As you finish this last step, you'll see that we have created a fake horizontal V and it has smoothed things out. And now give your yarn a little tug to make sure that that horizontal V that we created is about the same size as the rest of the V's of your round. And that, my crafty friend, is how we work the magic of invisible fasten off around the rim of your work.